New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Ebro in the morning. Laura Styles, Rosenberg, and give it up one time. Deontay Wilder in the building again.
He's back looking richer than ever.
They told us that your opponent was stuck in the elevator.
Yeah.
Not here.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah, that we were supposed to have him. Is this a common occurrence that there's some sort of mix-up with him showing up to things?
No, I don't feel that way. You know, sometimes things happen in this life, and we gonna give him that. You know.
I'm bullshitting. I'm really just saying that to try to start some shit.
Yeah.
The real thing is, I think you guys actually have a outside of the boxing and the whole presser that just happened when y'all was going back and forth. Y'all have a mutual respect that's pretty strong.
Most definitely. I think we're the strongest. Our relationship is as strong as I have than any other fighters that's in the heavyweight division outside my brother. You know what I mean? Boxing, we already do it on a high level, so it already takes a certain type of skill to prepare your mind mentally to get in battle to be able to get in battle mode. You know, and with that being said, when I look at another man, although I know I'm finna put some type of body damage to him, I can also respect him at the same time. You know, because we're never the same. Coming out, always something hurting you. You may come out with a black eye. You may come out. For me, I done had 7 surgeries. You know what I mean?
7.
So 7. So when the sport says it's straight up blood, sweat, and tears, it's every bit of that.
Now, this is an interesting fight, too, because there's a third player in this fight who's not involved in the fight, and that is Anthony Joshua, because both you and Tyson seem to have elevated respect for each other. Because sort of the lack of respect you currently have for Anthony Joshua for not taking this fight. If we're being honest, we all thought it was going to happen. You were willing to take less money to make this fight happen. You were willing to go to Wembley Stadium to make this fight happen. And because of his obligations with an app and all sorts of different things, it seems the fight didn't happen.
And he's part owner of that app, too?
Well, there's a deal in place for the fights to be shown, his fights to be shown here via that app, and they knew that couldn't happen for this fight.
But was that the only reason that he declined?
Well, I don't know. What do you think was the main reason?
I mean, at this point, like I've said, what's understood don't have to be explained. You know, with his promoter, they always try to paint out some type of narrative. It's like they set a goal for us, and when we overcome that goal, they like nah.
Not enough.
Get there. So when we do that, like
You need to bring the mic back. You're gonna need the mic for the interview.
You
need
couldn't
the
hear
mic
me.
for the interview.
You know what I mean? It got away with me like they doing. They got it running. It's running, bro.
Right.
I'm just describing how they is. They moving like that, but you know, it's the thing that they are able to have a program like the people said, have a program to be able to make money just fighting no one. So when you got a killer in the sport, why risk it with him? But now it's getting to the point where it's too much pressure.
I've lost respect for Anthony Joshua.
It's crazy.
I have to be honest
coward.
with you. As many times as we talk and the many fights have I seen you win, I thought you would have problems with Anthony Joshua's stylistically, how he fights. And I thought he would give you a challenge and maybe even beat you. But the more I see him and then see his character, I'm starting to question my own decision with that. How do you see it? I mean, obviously you see yourself beating him, but how do you see his style and just outside of his character, just his
at this point,
physicality?
with Joshua, at this point, it's all about me and Fury. You feel me? This is the biggest fight in the world. We already talked about Joshua 4 months when he didn't want to make the fight. He's a coward. You know, so we don't want to waste no energy on a coward. He don't want to fight. And we don't know if he's going to ever fight because people said they don't care if they never fight. So, I don't even know why we wasting our energy on a coward.
But it has to. That has to lead to you having even more respect for Tyson.
Most definitely.
Because when your ascent was really happening, Tyson Fury, we remember he showed up at your fight in Brooklyn, right, a few years ago. After that, he ends up gaining 100 pounds. Yeah. He's seemingly completely out of boxing, and you have to respect the fact this man looks great. He's lost all the weight. He seems focused.
Yo, I gave him his props when I was in London on that Good Morning Britain show. You know, he definitely looking great. You know, he done worked his butt off. You know, he was at a low in his life. He was in a dark place, and I was a part of it. I can say I was a part of him coming back because I the one told him. I sent out a message and told, you're not coming back. You're not gonna get in shape, man. We supposed to fight, man. You don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was motivation, and he took that. He took it and applied it to his life, and this is what he is now, man. So.
But did you doubt that he was gonna get in that type of shape so quick?
I doubted it. Yeah. You know, but that's what it takes. When someone doubts me, I'm finna prove you wrong, like I've done 40 times. You know what I'm saying?
Are you concerned with stylistically? Tyson Fury is one of the most awkward heavyweights I've ever seen. I mean, I remember John Ruiz was one weird, funky heavyweight. Tyson Fury is much better than John Ruiz. He's big, and he's also incredibly awkward. Stylistically, do you have concerns about dealing with him?
Not at all. You know, a true champion know how to adjust to any fight in the world. And with my 40 fights of experience, man, I've seen pretty much all of it. Then dealing with the Olympics as well, too. You know, a lot of people forget that I was in the Olympics. So with the Olympics, it allowed me to travel for 2 different countries that I thought I probably would have never visit if it wasn't for boxing. So with that being said, I'm going to be able to adjust to his style. I'm an awkward guy as well, too. You know, and I done fought a lot of other awkward guys. You know, when I was here in New York, with Arthur Spuken, when I thought I killed him 3 to 5 seconds, he had an awkward style. I had to figure him out. You know, Luis Ortiz.
I was going to say, how awkward Ortiz
is awkward, right?
I always big him up because I have a...
That was a great fight, man.
That was really
It was
entertaining,
wonderful.
though.
I have a connection with him, with his daughter. His daughter, you know, had a mental illness minds as well, too. So that's why when he got called for the doping, I wanted to come back. You like, you know what? I see you. You know, that baby girl ain't going to be able to be good. She's not going to be able to be taken care of if you're not making no money, because at that time he was the boogeyman. And even still now, he still seemed like the boogeyman because none of these fighters want to fight him.
It's hard to fight.
It's crazy. But they always calling me out or something. I know they want to fight for a title, but, man, fight the next guys in line. That's what make the sport so rich. That what keep people so excited and keep them involved. If you go fight the next best, and by the time you get to the champion, the fight, we don't have to do that much promotion for the fight.
Right.
We do our thing because it's already big. You done prove your point with someone else. Now you finna fight a champion. And now it is what it is. So I don't understand these guys.
That's what makes Anthony Joshua get such a congratulations, you played yourself, because that fight was going to sell itself. It was the first heavyweight fight people had truly been waiting for, and now
this is more interesting.
Now this gets
This is
interesting,
more
and all of a
interesting.
sudden the name Tyson Fury, everyone goes, "Oh, Tyson Fury!
Yeah.
Well,
He's the
also,
dude who
I'm
won the
taking it
title.
out.
He's the dude who sings to his wife. I know that guy."
He's the dude that stepped in the ring.
Right.
He's
He
the
lost
dude who won the
100
fight.
pounds. He lost 100 pounds.
Yeah, there's a story now, and now Josh was out of the story.
Yep, and then the thing about his story with him losing weight, you know, a lot of people suffer in this country. We suffer with obesity.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So when they look at his story and see how he came in a dark place and to come back like that, they give
Addiction,
people,
obesity,
you
the
feel
whole
me?
thing.
All that give people hope and say, I can do that. Then he's a figure. You know, he's
got a personality. He got something to
you
say.
know what I'm
all
saying?
that.
So it goes hand in hand. It's going to be a great fight, you know, as well as promotion. With it's so many things great about Fury. You know what I mean? I don't have to promote this fight by myself. All my fights I'd have had to promote it by myself. You know, I've had to fight against other sports every time I fought. This time around, I don't have to do none of that. I got somebody that can sell this fight with me. Yeah. He can talk that smack like I can talk it. And he's going to try to bag it up like I know I'm going to bag it up. You know, I tell people I speak it, believe it, receive it. Yeah. I tell people how I'm going to knock you out, how you going to be when I do it, and then I let you see me do it. Yeah. That's how bad I am. I'm the baddest man on the planet.
How far you think this fight goes? You think it goes all 12?
It's not going to be an easy fight. I'll tell you that right now. You know, like I said, he's nervous. He's a hot nervous.
Has he fought since he had? This is
no.
Yeah, no. Yes, he
just had
fought.
one. He just had his first one.
He had 2 coming back. He had 2 fights coming back, that's great because we'd had a lot of champions that had 2. My all-time favorite, Muhammad Ali, when he left, he had 2 warms up and came back and did his thing. So, you know, when you at this type of level, and you've been there before, keep in mind, this is a lineal champion. He beat the man that beat the man. Yeah. You know what I mean? If people don't understand, he the one beat Klitschko. And so when you at that level, you already know what to do automatically. Your mind, even when you lead the sport and you at this top level, your mind is still constantly on it. Every day my mind is on boxing. Every time I'm moving and I'm dancing around or whatever, because my mind is on it. And if I stay away from the sport long enough, it's like a hungry dog. He gonna want something. You know what I'm saying? He's like, damn, I want to go to the gym and hit something. Sometimes, many times, I'd have been, you know, at night going to, it ain't strange to see a fighter in the morning time seeing him run or late at night seeing him going to the gym because that urge is craving. You know what I'm saying? He want to feed this inner side. Like it's calling, the bag, something to hit is calling. And that's when, you know, we do our thing. But it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Do you look at this as a huge moment? Because should you defeat Tyson Fury, there's no question that you become the man.
Hands down.
And that has to be something in your mind that you know, as good as you've been, there's always been but who's he beaten so far? Boxing heads know you've beaten people.
Exactly.
But this is a chance for a real mainstream solidifying of Deontay Wilder.
Oh, most definitely. Well said, man. You know, when I beat him, like I said, he's the lineal champion, the man that beat the man. When I do that, there's no questions who's the man of the division. Although the remaining titles, you know, would be placed in another man's hand, but in reality, we already know who's the man.
Well, the bargaining chips change then too, though.
Oh, most definitely.
So, like,
you better
you-
believe it.
so
but this
you
is the
get some
thing
money
about it.
off
This is the
top.
thing about it. They already gonna make. See, they talking about coming. You know, I'm talking for just to get back. My energy tells me not to go that way.
Okay, don't
so
go.
we
We
gonna
know
keep it
we'll
real.
save it. I know where you're gonna go. Because the bargaining chips change when you
Yeah.
become the man.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that fight where they were saying, "Hey, we require X amount of dollars, and
Then
you
you're
don't
like,
get that much,"
Hey, check this out, fam.
price just went up.
Shut the fuck up. So let me ask you, I mean, we've talked to you a couple of times, and I appreciate seeing you on Instagram, the new baby, right? And the wife and
Yeah.
everything. How does that, having a public relationship, right? That's new for you, right? Being at, all of this is new, the stage, the level that you're at, and being public and being this version of Deontay Wilder and having the business stuff going on that you have going on.
Yeah.
All of this is new.
Correct.
How does that change how you're training and motivating yourself?
I mean, it don't change nothing with me. I can only speak for myself, you know. Some people would think it's pressure. A lot of people, you know, think it's pressure for me with all this going on and stuff like that, with future fights in the making and stuff like that. But for me, I feel like it's all about how that person approached the situation. Everybody approach situations different. Yeah. And I'm a type of person that any situation I get myself, it don't matter what it is. I can be in Iraq. My patience is everything. Like I handle things with patience. I don't really feel like nothing's pressure for me. I'm so calm in situations, and it allows my mind to think under pressure.
Do the work. Just do the work.
Hey,
every day.
just
do
do
the
it.
work.
It's just like if you panic, you're not gonna be able to think as if you don't panic. Just sit back and just take it calm and easy. Just like when he talked to me and yap that mess. I hear him, but I don't really hear him.
Talking about Tyson at the presser.
You feel me? I hear you, but I don't really hear you because I know you barking at me. I hear your voice, and that's the only action that you're taking. But when it's time, I'm about action in the ring because my actions speak louder than my words. That's why I don't really have to say too much, or when I talk slow, or even when I whisper, I want you to understand. I want you to know when I say what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it. I'm the realest. And I don't try to say things in a certain way because sometimes it's all about how you deliver something too. People can take it out of content. Just like there's a lot of things I've said, like taking a man's life or whatever, because it's me and because I can do it. People have a problem with it. But people got to understand this is boxing. Even when we talk mess in the press conferences and stuff, it's crazy because you can get on a network that's a clean network. You know, you want to be proper, you want to say the right thing, be politically correct, and you'll get on there, them be the main people that want to see you do them talking. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go to a press conference, and then you beefing and talking, you need to conduct yourself. You know, nobody don't want to see the beef and stuff. That's boxing. We got to get out of this. This is a gentleman sport. This ain't no gentleman sport because we ain't asking either one of us, can we hit each other in the face? We're doing it with demand. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it on our own free will. It's not a gentleman sport. Yeah. Only on the outside when you become a gentleman. You become a gentleman to the fans, to the public. But when it's time for me to get in the ring with you, you become a public enemy number one. After this, we'll see what happens if you survive the storm.
I'll gonna tell you, brother, the real MVP of the Wilder Fury fight
On everything.
is Deontay's barber. I gotta tell you,
Shout out to Big Folk. What's up, Big Folk?
The fade on the side, the blend.
Shit.
The
cleanest blend in boxing
don't
today.
see where it ends.
Hey, and the brave by my dude Leon. You know what I mean? Yeah, my dude. I got a guy named Leon. Man, he be doing all types of braids. But this dude, bruh, it's crazy. Big Folk. You know, barber out of Atlanta.
Are you touching up every day?
Nah, I ain't touching up every day. Well, sometimes.
'Cause the line's
sometimes.
very clean.
Well, nah, I ain't like that. I don't really, you know what I mean? I'm a fighter.
You have a barber that
So-
travels with you now. You
I'm
rich
sure.
now. You got a barber.
No, I
that's-
don't. I ain't like that. I don't have to be clean cut everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fighter.
As he
so we
dabs
gonna be
his
rough.
brow.
You know what I'm saying? I can be. I like to be rough a little bit. Let people see it. Then when you clean up, it's like a new face. Instead of just that same face. You know, for women, it's okay because we want to see pretty. We want to see a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? So she keep herself up, keep her smelling good, and keep her looking good. You know what I mean? Yeah. But for a guy, you know,
Sometimes you want to appear rough.
sometimes you see guys rough and have their girls like queens. Like, this is my queen. You know, I'm the beast, and this is the beauty. Just like my girl, I'm the beast, and she's the beauty.
But I will say, one of the things that makes you appealing as a fighter to me is that in the ring, you're such a beast. You're devastating in the ring. The power's incredible. But you really are a great ambassador for the sport outside the ring. You can talk. You're personable. I haven't heard of you having any sort of personal drama. You know, and you're never in the tabloids for
Right.
some BS happening
Yeah.
with you. So you are what boxing
You didn't even
needs.
get mad at me when I brought up that Joshua might be able to beat you.
Yeah, I know that was very calm.
I'm cool,
He kept it
baby.
cool.
He
was
stayed
like,
cool the
"That's
other
pretty
day when
good."
Tyson. You kept being respectful for Tyson. Tyson was coming for your neck repeatedly,
Yeah.
and you really keep it pretty calm.
I mean, you know, it's a blessing to be able to obtain what I obtain. That's power. It's real too. I get scared of it at times because I don't know the length of it. I don't know how strong I am. I've always been strong all my life. You know, I've always been that little skinny dude, but just we're quiet. Don't pick with him because he, you know, I'm not that type of person. I wasn't raised to back away from no one. I was raised to protect my family, protect my sisters, to protect my brother. You're the older brother, and you don't do that, and you come back home crying, I'm gonna give you something to cry for.
What age did you
feel
get?
me?
What age did you get big?
What you mean?
Tall?
Growth
You mean
spurt.
tall?
Yeah.
I was dunking in the 5th grade, so 6th grade, especially high school. I'll say 9th grade.
By
I'll say
ninth
high
grade, you were like how tall?
like 6'5".
Oh, okay. So you were already one of the biggest kids in school by
Well,
freshman
not
year.
necessarily. But they still, you know, at that time, 9th grade, I still had like 1 or 2 fights. I remember a situation when I was school was ending. It was the last day of school. You know, last day of school, people get
Somebody
a little.
try to get you.
Yeah,
Come
People
on.
Yeah.
get tempted. I'm like, man, we went this whole year. Nothing happening, and you know, but that just lets you know your enemies praise on you. Yeah. They sit back and look. Yeah. And look at you. That's why you got to be careful out here, man. Watch your back, man. To all the real ones that got real people that watching out for your loved one, man. Shout out to you.
Do you feel a lot of love at home though?
You know, I'm gonna say it like this, like, cause one time I said, you know, my people back home, you know, it seemed like it's the hate's gonna be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I want to rephrase myself, cause when I went, you just never know who's listening, no matter where you is around the world. And I wanna make something clear. Like, when I go home, I get hell of a love. You know what I'm saying? And when I said that, you know, cause I was on the Breakfast Club, and I said I don't really get love in my city like that. This was me bursting out to the small people, the haters, and I can't let a small group outweigh a massive group. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. It's just like we always do it. Well, you know, I've stopped. You know what I'm saying?
We always pay attention to the negative more
Bam.
than shit.
You overemphasize
Damn.
the
We all
negative.
do it.
Even on social media, we'll come in, we'll have all that good stuff coming
And look
down
at
here.
one comment.
Man, come on
Be
with
like,
it.
yo, man, why this
on
motherfucker
with
talking
it.
shit? It'd be 1,000.
Where you at? For real. And we got to get up out of that, you know what I mean? Because we don't know how many people love it. Everybody in this room got somebody that looks up to them, somebody that adores them, somebody that loves, you know what I'm saying, love us. You know what I mean? Everyone. Even if we don't think, like, even if in our life we don't think it's enough, it's somebody looking and saying, you're more than enough to me in my life because I'm lower than you right now, and I'm looking up to you to be able to bring me out of my hole. You know what I'm saying? If everybody knew that like somebody looking up to them and having some type of passion for them, no matter what job you do, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Because the only thing about this country, I know for sure that's great about this country, that it provides you with opportunity. You can be poor. Other countries, if you born poor, you're poor for life. Yeah. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna have a poor life. But in this country, you can be poor and you can come from that. And I got a lot of my brothers that came from that in other countries. And some of them came with $1, some of them came with nothing. And then turning into something, you know.
Obviously, boxing is number one, but what are some of the things that you're really passionate about? Is there any charities that you're heavily involved with, or that you're?
Well, I got I got a charity with I got a Kids Glove Foundation back home. You know, a lot of kids get into boxing and stuff, and that family's not able to fund certain things. You know, we got I got a van for that. We take the kids certain places, and I'm about to get a gym built as well too. I'm about to full throttle with the programming because I love kids. It don't matter if it's your kids, my kids, his kids. I love kids. And the thing about kids is like what tears my heart up the most. Because if you want to see the champ cry, have a kid involved. Like I cried at Big Daddy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Outside the lines on Sports Center.
Yeah,
kids,
man. What?
Or, yo, man, the World Series, Little League World Series. I'm crying for the winner and the loser. Tore up every time.
You know?
Every time.
And my thing about children is it hurts my heart to see them, see kids that have to grow up so fast to become an adult. Because your childhood years are some of your best years of your life. You don't have to have no responsibilities. You don't have to do nothing.
And it's pure love, too. You look at kids, it's pure love.
Man, what? You don't know what a child is. You don't know, they say you don't know what love is until you have a child. And that's so true. You know what I mean? When I had my first child, you know, because I'm a lover. You know, I'm a man that loves love. And the thing about it is crazy because my occupation is different from that. You know? It's like if you show too much love, you can end up getting knocked out. You know, if you show too much respect, you can end up getting knocked out. You go too friendly, you can end up getting knocked out. Then when they get like that, then guys, I don't want to fight my brother. I don't want to fight my friend, man. Hey, fuck that. Yo, let's get this money. Because my brother, I got a brother in the cruiserweight right now, but I'm bringing him up to be a heavyweight because when I leave, I wanted to pass down to the family. But I want to fight him before I end. You know what I mean?
Interesting. What's
I
his
want to
name?
fight my brother. He's Marcellus Wilder. He's in the cruiserweight division. Got the same power. You know, we got gold in our blood. You know, with gold, gold obtain energy, and with energy, it brings power. That's why I knock people out.
Lastly, I want to ask you. We just watched a
Bars.
We just
Gold bars.
You feel me?
we just watched the promotion a year ago, whatever it was, for that circus between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, and you had a European white man and an American black man who essentially went on a tour, and it turned into just like
It got racial
bullshit and nasty. Have you had any conversations with Tyson or with anyone about like, hey, I know we want to make this fight good, but here's what we're not gonna do?
Yeah, I haven't had that. You know, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna need that.
The fight sells itself without.
That's not who
that.
Tyson is as a human.
That's not who he is, and that's not who I am either.
He knows the line.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a line that you do not cross. You know, especially with me. And I don't like to. You know, when I say certain things, I don't want to come off as I'm this big bad villain. You know, I have a set of skills that I possess, and I can use them. You know, but with that being said, like this is how I feel like I'm the best. I'm the best at what I do. So there's boundaries. I'm still a real person. Although I have to keep it professional, and people got to understand this is just a job. Because if this is a title for me, if this title gets stripped at Deontay Wilder, the baddest man on the planet, or the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, you strap that title away from me, I'm just Deontay Wilder. You feel me? That's how I like people to treat me as well. So with that being said, even as just being me, everyday life walking, it's still boundaries, things that you say you don't say. And if you do say it, hey, let's have a reason. If you didn't understand me, let's talk it out. Let's reasoning with this. I don't have to come at you and be, man, you know, if I say I'm going to see you, I want to see you. But that don't mean I have to come and see you through
But that's
violence.
because you know your power already.
Yep.
People who already know their power, they don't run around justifying their power to other people.
And you don't have to use it until it's time to use it. See, I absorb, you know.
The time will be December 1st, Staples Center, Los Angeles.
Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, definitely shaping up to be. I didn't expect it. I didn't know this was going to be the fight. I was hoping for the Joshua Wilders. I've been asking for it for.
That's what got you. That's what made
Shout
you
out to my
interested in
man
boxing.
Skip Davis, R.I.P. Skip.
Oh, man.
R.I.P. my man
R.I.P.
Skip Davis over there, Al Heyman. I've been talking to him about it for 2 years.
Man.
Like, what we waiting on? What's going on? What we doing? He was like, not time yet. Not time yet.
Yeah. Shout out to Skip, man. Man, what a beautiful soul.
I grew
What a
up with
beautiful
Skip
man.
Davis.
Well, really, man,
Yeah,
what a
he's from
beautiful
Sacramento.
Yo, we was already talking about the production for the Joshua fight. How we wanted to come out and do some things like that. You know, he a genius at that.
Yeah, that's
you
his
know what I
thing.
mean? So, you know, it just, man, it's so many people have. It's so many, and I done had some close people that have passed away. Some people in my team. I had a brother in my team that have passed away. You know, shout out to Saban, may he rest in peace as well too. We talking about a soldier. Yeah. He's an African. He's proud. He was from London as well. He said, he looked me in my when I first met him. He said, "You're my champion. Where you go, I go."
Yeah.
You know, they have that strong accent. You know, and they, you know, when they look in your eyes, they're like, "You're my champion." Well, you go,
And they real
I
with it,
go. You
real
know,
with
with the
it.
demeanor and the
Yeah.
expression, that means a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what he used to say. And everywhere I went, he'll come from London, no matter where I go.
Really, you'd always see him at every
He'll
fight.
be there.
Wow.
He'll be there. Anyone negative, like if I got an alter, the thing about boxing is like you never know what can happen. Anything can happen in seconds. It's in the game and outside the game as well too. And so sometimes you get in confrontation with other fighters when you're promoting. And we got in a confrontation at the Freedom Tower where the guy came up and Saban was the first one, like my mutual brother. He was the first one there. I'm like, and he's always like that. He was super protective of me.
Hold on, how'd you meet? Did you meet him just as a fan at first?
Yeah.
He literally
Met
just
him
came up
as-
and was like, "You're my man. I'm riding with you."
Yeah, but through the time of us meeting, hanging out, because he got a cousin that's a police officer in London as well too. Saban and Saban. It's something like and just meeting and interacting and stuff like. Because when people meet me, they don't know what they're gonna expect because of what I do, my occupation. People look at me and through the perspective of me being a fighter. And when you see me in interviews and stuff, I'm talking about how I'm finna knock somebody out. I mean, my mind, that's just my mental, my mindset is set on the fight. My mindset is set, I've been in camp preparing, breaking down my body mentally, breaking down my mind mentally to be able to go in and get in this ring for this one night. For all these people to, and I tell fans, I'm like, don't call other fighters bums and all that stuff. In that case, be more respectful. You're going to call him a bum, get in there with that bum. Because that bum right there doing something that you probably would never do in your life, and that's risk your life. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Get in there and risk. Anybody have a job that's risking their life, shout out to them. It's a scary feeling.
Right.
It's a scary feeling. And man, I'm telling you, especially how I think about getting in there with fighters, my mindset is different. I tell people I have two different personalities. I'm Deontay Wilder right now. When it's time to fight, I'm the bronze bomber, and like my heart go cold. I go cold. I don't have to be mad at you. You don't have to do nothing. I don't have to look for nothing. When it's time to fight and that bell say ding, it's game over. My mindset is different. I'm powerful. When I speak things, I speak it out into the universe that it will manifest. I'm walking in my manifestation right now. Belief is strong. All you got to do is believe. Believe. It'll happen.
I'm looking at your right hand. You said you had 7 surgeries.
Yeah.
The right hand, you had a surgery on that one, right?
Man, this mother look like Frankenstein. For real.
What's wrong with it?
I mean, what happened? I mean, I
That's
done had
that's that right
broke-
hand. That's the right hand.
Yo, I
The
done
one
had broken hands. I done torn my bicep, 3rd-degree burns, different surgeries. I done had, they had these titanium pins in my hand, and they said it would never break because I had a problem breaking because I got so much power. I just don't know how
That's
much
the
it is.
club hand. That's the hand. That's the right hand. That's
Yeah,
the overhand
yeah.
right that you set it up with the front jab. And
Don't give away the secrets, man.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody seen the tape.
They got
Everybody seen
YouTube,
the tape.
Deontay.
Well,
You know
hey,
the tape. You
there you
can't
go.
stop it. I mean, people had their hands up. They still getting clubbed in the head.
Even when they hold their gloves up.
Yeah.
But there's many secrets in the ring, though. I feel like I'm a sensei of the sport. I feel, with my style, although people, in the beginning, even still now, they always talk about how I throw wild punches and stuff like that. It's a science to the madness, though. On the outside, it may look a little weird. It may look a little a
Unorthodox.
certain type of way. Yeah, unorthodox for sure, because I'm a taller fighter as
Right.
well, too, so it's going to look crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in my mind, it's like the Matrix. I see the numbers. I'm calculating you each and every time. It's a muscle memory. I'd have been in so many situations when it comes to boxing. It's like if I get in the situation, I automatically know what to do. I automatically see it. It's just like the Luis Ortiz when he got me. I'm buzzed. I can hit.
That was the 7. He got you in the 7, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean? So at that point in time, survival mode kicked in. My mind just crazy, just shut down. And when survival mode, I started hearing his voice. This my voice, my inner voice. Like it's just like you're thinking. You hear that inner voice of yourself. You're like, all right, you got the ref right there. You got him right here, your ropes behind you. So I'm knowing my surroundings. I had to know my surroundings so I know that I need, whatever space I need to get out, I know where I am, my surroundings. The next one, like, all right, make sure you keep on punching him. I was throwing petty punches at his head, so I didn't want the ref to stop. As long as you have activity in the ring, the ref is he could be a little hesitant, but he gonna be, especially for a big fight. So I'm just, you got it. Every time he hitting me, he throwing the kitchen sink. I'm bouncing, you know. Yeah, just stay calm. All right, you got it. Yeah, hit back. Yeah. Bell ring. I go back to my corner, come back out. I'm standing at the top like, you ain't done nothing. I'm standing there like, you know, and then he's looking over. So it's boxing. And some of the biggest actors, it's all mental. For me,
so he's looking at you from the corner to see if he has you finished?
Exactly. You know, and whatever you released off, whatever your body language is, they plays off it. If you look tired, it's like, oh my, got you. All
and
I gotta do is block.
energy too. If he see you tired, he got energy now.
What? Yo, we can both be tired, and if you think I'm more tired than you, your energy, you just suck up and get that second energy and just do the job.
Now, after you got rattled in the 7th, when did it come back? By the time the 8th started, were you like, oh, I'm good?
I was good. Yeah, I was good. You know, everything was like, it's like after the buzzing, it's like almost like restoring your body a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You still a little, but you good. You know what's going on. You can think. And as each round go by, it's like your body start coming back together.
So you need a few minutes, but like, so when a boxer gets truly rattled, they need a few minutes to get your legs under you and really go back.
I'm done.
So you just have to protect yourself until then.
There you go. The object of this game is to bluff it. I tell you, this is the biggest actors. Even when they get points, how many times you say,
or laughing.
You know what I'm
when
saying?
someone gets stung in the
sometimes that high, I'm like, that leather hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Really hurt, made you
real.
laugh.
But you gotta fake it, because if not, then that fighter gonna see he getting the best of you, and he gonna continue to do what it is and what it is. It's just like if you jab at me and I can't get away from your jab. But you know, every now and then I slip and I'm sticking my tongue or whatever, all I'm trying to is frustrate you now. Yeah. You got something that's working, and I'm trying to make you think psychology-wise it's not working. Sometimes guys feed into that. Yeah. It's so many secrets in fighting comeback, man. That's what I've always thought
about your style, which is that, you know, like I said earlier, watching you put the left out, boom. Left out, boom. And it's constant, right?
Yeah.
It's constant over an extended period of time. I'm like,
39,
I don't care
40
how
fights.
great you are. Or after a while, that distance and that constant
in your face, in your face,
like,
and then
in your head, and even if you hear, boom, it's still.
Shout out to Bermain Stavern. Hey, man, it's just like in boxing, it's just like that one little blink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get that one blink, the next time you open your eyes, you can be on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? You know, and that's what you try to get, because if you can see it coming, you have an opportunity to adjust your mind and know, like, all right, something coming. So I got to brace for it. If you don't see it, bam. The punches that you don't see is the ones that knocks people out most of the time, because your mind, you don't see it, your mind don't know what's going on. Bam. So when they hit, it just go everywhere, you know.
Deontay Wilder.
December 1st.
Tyson Fury. Staples Center.
I'd like to be objective and say we don't have a skin in the game, but we'll be pulling for you, man. I'm looking forward to it.
My man. We family now, man.
Here we go. Deontay Wilder.
Blessing. Bomb Squad!